to be successful in your career right now, whether you are working 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or even 20 years, I challenge you to think about, are you even clear on what exactly needs to be done? Are you clear on the corporate culture, exactly like what your boss cares about? How do you deal with people? Because I'll give a simple example, like, and you know, problems with colleagues and like problems with like stress, anxiety are things that a lot of my clients come to me as well. And as well as these are all the DMs that I receive online, right? And the common theme that I also find in a lot of people who tell me all these things, like when we actually go into a one-on-one career consultation session, a lot of times I noticed that they have skills gap. And what do I mean by skills gap? So for example, number one could be they lack clarity on exactly what the goal of that specific role and responsibility is. So when I ask questions such as like, okay, what exactly do you need to do? What is the outcome? What's the deliverable? What's the output? What does your boss expect? They can't answer any of these questions. Now, this is actually a really big problem, right? Because you can put in like 200% of effort and like completely killing off your work life balance, working on weekends, working long hours, working blah, blah, blah. But like, if you don't understand the goal, then like, how are the hours going to translate into like outcome? Think about it. Think about it. And that is why, even in currently in my I only have one online program at the moment, and even in my online course right now, actually for phase one, it's all about getting clear about the corporate world. If you don't understand, if you're not kind of like going into your new job with very clear expectations, expectation versus reality, understanding people dynamics, understanding people, understanding what you need to do like within the first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, then you're going to feel very frustrated, and gradually it will eat into your work life balance bit by bit. And you may wake up 3 to 6 months later on and you'll be like, oh, I don't really want this job anymore because it's not what I want. And you may not realize that even if you go and join another company, that probably is likely going to happen again, because what is not addressed is that you're just kind of jumping into a role, but you are not clear on what the goal is. Now, the second reason I find a lot of people also struggle is they underestimate the importance of communicating well. So let me give you an example. So normally when you first join a new company, it's it's quite natural to feel very shy, to feel like you want to try to figure it out, especially if you know you used to do pretty well in your previous job, right? So when you join a new company or join a new career, it's quite natural to feel like, oh, I should have everything figured out. I'm just gonna try to do it myself first. I'm not gonna ask any questions. This then results in the lack of communication, and the lack of communication also likely would mean lack of clarity, because you're not communicating the help that you need, the understanding that you have gained, right? Because number one, your understanding that you may have gained may be wrong, right? But if you don't communicate, then like how are you going to get that clarification? And number two, because you don't communicate, then how is your boss, your seniors, or your team leaders know that you actually need help, or you need, you know, further support and to be able to help you? So like there is no win-win relationship. There is no um, support system that you should be getting because you decided that you don't want to communicate. And the result, and the unfortunate result of this entire situation is that at the end of the day, you may end up jeopardizing and compromising again your work life balance, because you may end up spending more hours trying to figure it out because you don't want to ask for help, or you don't want to reach out and get feedback. Now, this is really down, like I said, to the fact that you probably chose not to communicate because you maybe don't want to appear stupid, and you don't want to feel like you're a failure, or you don't want somebody to judge you thinking that you don't know, right? So these are actually pretty common problems when I work with clients who are just starting a new career, just starting a new job. And that's why, after working with so many clients in similar situations, when I designed my online course, the Corporate Survivor, so I made sure that in the first module itself, in module one, I specifically cover understanding your role in the corporate world. So the corporate jigsaw puzzle, where do you sit within the department, the team, the function, what's your role? And there's this other part around what exactly do you need to do the first 30 days of your job, and how do you actually map it out to the year end, so that you are also setting yourself up for success during the performance review. Now, all these steps, may sound like things that you don't care and you want to directly dive into your job and your new work. But no, if you just dive in like that, at the end of the day, you may feel burnout very quickly in your new job, and it's actually not a sustainable thing, and you will give up quickly. And then after that, you jump to another job, not going to work out, and then you jump to another job, not going to work out. It's not because you're not putting in the hours, but what the problem is that the way that you're starting your new career, the way that you're starting your new job, like you're skipping some very important foundations, as I said. Which so there's a bit of a roadmap that obviously I teach to my students in my online course at www.thecorporatesurvivor.co. But if you skip some of the sequences, what is then going to happen is that you are going to put in a lot of hours. You're not going to be effective. Going to take so much time to do something because you don't understand the goal and you don't have good relationships with people, and therefore you're not going to get the help, and therefore that around leads to more time, and leading to more time will completely kill your efficiency. Then if you're taking so much time, you probably miss some deadlines, you probably start feeling stressed, and it will also affect the accuracy and the quality of the work you deliver, and ultimately the effectiveness also goes down as well. So there are multiple implications. Of course, the worst being that it creates a lot of stress, anxiety, and nervousness on your end, which is also not good, right? And then you feel like every Monday is so painful. You don't want to get back to work, or even every single day is not a good thing also. So I think that's kind of like how everything sort of ties in together. And I challenge you to think whether are you actually utilizing the right frameworks, methods, and strategies and steps to become more efficient and effective, or maybe you don't know how. If you want to learn how to be successful in your new corporate job, or you have already started in your new career for the past few months, but you feel like something's just not clicking, you can definitely check out my online course with a bonus coaching at www.thecorporatesurvivor.co, so for you to reflect on potentially, is there a clarity issue that you're facing, or is it a skills issue that is really causing you to not be able to handle a lot of things and end up working long hours? So with that, I wish you all the best in your career. Bye.